Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive? Today we're talking all things optometry. We've got stacks of info here, career guides, interview tips, even ways to stand out in the field. We're going deeper than the brochures, though. Think optometry unmasked.
Ooh, I like that. Optometry unmasked.
Hmm.
We're going beyond the surface level, really digging into what this career is really about.
Exactly. So let's ditch those dry definitions. We know you're here because you want to help people see better, right? But what does an optometrist actually do all day?
It's not just about glasses, it's more dynamic, more engaging. Imagine, you're like an eye detective, searching for clues to diagnose anything from nearsightedness to serious eye diseases.
Whoa, hold on, eye detective. That sounds way more dramatic than I pictured. You're telling me it's about more than vision correction?
Way more. You could go from prescribing lenses to advising on glaucoma management, even spotting serious conditions needing further treatment. You're making a real impact.
That's a lot of responsibility, but rewarding too. Speaking of which, our sources dig into the pros and cons of this career, and let's face it, no job is perfect, right?
True. Let's address those long hours, that potential student debt. It's the trade-off for a career with such a direct impact on people's lives.
So not all sunshine and rainbows, but for someone truly passionate about vision, maybe those downsides are worth it.
That's the thing, it's about the right fit. Imagine a predictable 9 to 5 with limited impact versus a career where you're constantly learning, facing new challenges, but knowing you're making a real difference daily.
Wow, yeah, that's a powerful way to put it. Okay, so someone listening is hooked on this optometrist idea.
Yeah.
What does the path look like? Is it straightforward or is there more to it?
It gets interesting here. So our source lays out this clear path. You need that Doctor of Optometry degree, can't skip that. But then it mentions all these other relevant subjects like psychology, even neuroscience.
Wait, really? Those don't seem directly related to eye care?
Right? It's almost like a secret passage. Say you're fascinated by how our brains process images. That neuroscience passion could give you an edge as an optometrist. You can even specialize in vision therapy or something.
I see what you're saying. So it's not just the degree, but your unique blend of skills and passions that you bring to the table.
Exactly. And speaking of bringing things to the table, our source breaks down typical career stages in optometry. It's way more diverse than I expected.
Ooh, career stages. I
Yep.
love a good roadmap. Tell me more. What can someone realistically expect as they move through their career?
So picture this. It's day one. You're an entry-level optometrist. You're not designing those complex vision therapy programs just yet. You're learning the ropes, getting comfy with the equipment, assisting the senior optometrists.
Okay, starting with the basics makes sense, but it doesn't stay like that forever, right? How do you actually progress?
Not at all. As you become a junior optometrist, you get more responsibility. Think diagnosing and treating a wider range of vision problems, even collaborating with other healthcare providers. That's where your unique skills and interests from before can really shine.
I bet that's where those psychology skills come in handy, right?
Yeah.
Dealing with patients, calming anxieties, explaining stuff in a way they get that takes a certain knack.
You nailed it. And moving up to senior optometrist, you become the mentor, the one with experience. Remember those example profiles our source gave, like was the Dr. X, who went for that pediatric optometry
Oh,
specialization?
yeah, Dr. X. That one stuck with me. Imagine the patients, the energy to work with kids all day. You'd almost have to be a big kid yourself.
Exactly. That's what's cool about these stages. It's not just climbing a ladder. It's finding your niche, the right people.
Uh-huh.
And for those who are super ambitious, principal optometrist is where it's at.
Principal optometrist. Okay, getting serious now. What's that even like? Is it all business meetings and spreadsheets at that point?
Totally different ballgame. Think big picture. Managing a whole practice, making strategic decisions about growth, maybe even pushing for policy changes in the field. It's leadership.
Wow, from examining eyes to shaping the future of eye care, that's quite the journey. Really shows how much variety this field has. But all this talk about career progression, it makes me think.
About
Well, our source here, RoleCatcher, right? They seem to do more than just tell you this stuff. They've got that AI resume thing, the interview prep, or it's like they're almost coaching you through it all.
Yeah, they're definitely positioning themselves as a partner, not just an information source. And these days, with how competitive jobs are, having that extra edge could be huge.
Exactly. It's like having a career coach in your back pocket. But even with the best tools, there's still that unknown factor.
Absolutely. And that's where things get interesting. Remember talking about psychology, neuroscience, how they open up these unexpected paths in optometry.
Like those secret passages you mentioned. Yeah. What are you getting at?
Well, think about it. We've covered the known stuff, the usual career paths, specializations, But what about the specialties that haven't even been invented yet?
Okay, now you're really getting me thinking. You're saying someone could create their own niche in optometry, something totally new.
Exactly. We're at this point with technology, medicine, brain science. Who knows what the future of eye care looks like?
This is kind of blowing my mind. So we're talking someone, maybe the person listening right now, could be a pioneer in this whole field.
Exactly. The possibilities are huge. Maybe you're the one to develop some groundbreaking new vision therapy or discover a link between eye health and, like, I don't know, some unknown neurological thing.
Okay, so we've gone from should I be an optometrist to I could change the future of eye care. That's quite a deep dive.
And we're not done yet. There's one final crucial point to make.
All right, hit me with it. What's this final point, the big takeaway?
It boils down to this. The best optometrists, the ones who truly make a mark, they never stop learning. This field is always changing. New research pops up all the time. Got to stay curious to stay ahead of the game.
Love that. So it's not just about that OD that's like the starting line, not the finish.
Right. You've got the foundation, but then the real learning begins. New tech, new studies, our understanding of how the eyes and brain connect. It's all evolving constantly.
Keeps things interesting, but also a little daunting, right? How does someone even keep up in a field that moves so fast?
You got to tap into that inner nerd. Always be asking why. Go to those conferences, read the research papers, connect with other optometrists online, share what you're learning.
So it's as much about your willingness to learn and grow as what you know right now, pushing those boundaries.
Exactly. And who knows, that drive could make you a pioneer. Maybe you discover a new way to diagnose eye problems or some revolutionary treatment, something nobody's thought of before.
Okay, so from should I be an optometrist to I could change the future of eye care, that's wow. Mind officially blown.
And that's the beauty of a deep dive like this, right? We peel back the layers, find those hidden gems, and you walk away not just informed, but inspired.
I love it. So for our listener today, we've covered the day-to-day, the career path, even the potential to become a total trailblazer in optometry.
It's been quite the journey. Just remember, whatever path you choose, go into it curious, be ready for the unexpected, and never, ever lose that thirst for knowledge.
Beautifully put. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of optometry, a field that's clearly much more than meets the eye. Until next time, keep those eyes open to new possibilities.